What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here. As you can tell by the title, it's that time again. We're doing an autograph update. That's right. I have a nice stack of autographs here that I have. I just gave away one. I just saw the bottom of it, but you know, we'll get to how I got that because I did not pay for that one. We'll get to how I got that. But before I get into all those, of course, we got to take care of some business in the description down below. There is Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You guys want to help a brother out. You guys want to request a video. If you guys want to see more card break videos like I did with the sliders here, I doubt you do because that video did dismal views. You can do that down below. There's also the Amazon wish list. You guys want to see something unboxed from you in a video or on one of the lives? Let me know. We can accommodate that. And also, there's a couple sponsors that help sponsor me and the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast, which you should go listen to every Wednesday on YouTube. There is repsports.com where you can use checkout code ARTIST and save 15% on your purchase and get Ray's Energy Drink along with a lot of other fine products. There's hardtofindtv.com, which you can find many great TV shows here. I'm not going to reach in there and grab one. But you can use checkout code ARTIST and save 15% there as well. And of course, our favorite sponsor, one of our favorite, all my sponsors are my favorite. It's like picking your favorite child. But the sponsor that's been in a clutch, coming in clutch lately, moviesarusa.net, where you can head over there and use checkout code 3-way for the podcast, and you can save not 15%, not 30, not 40, not 45, but 50% on your purchase. And I don't care what anybody says about moviesarusa.net. They have fine products, fine quality products, and I will promote them / use their products till they are no longer in business or until they die. And I recently picked up The Muppets, which was the most recent show that they did. And he also threw in Freaked for me, which was the Alex Winter movie that he did after Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Plus, I got the rare Generation X, which was the movie that aired on Fox Network. And this is the European cut, so you're going to see stuff that wasn't in the Fox Network version. And, of course, my man sent over Superstore, the complete series. You can get all these titles and more at moviesarusa.net. Just use checkout code 3-way and save 50. That's 50% on your purchase. So let's get into it because we have a lot of autographs here. If you guys like wrestling, you like autographs, you're gonna like what I have to show you here because I have a whole stack. The first one's here. I'm a little sus on because the pictures are a little bit pixelated, but the only reason I got it is because it was a great deal, which should have been a red flag right there. But it had somebody I wanted to get on my hit list, which is a list of people that I have that once I get, I want to stop collecting. But the first one here, it was six photos. Jillian Hall, who will come up again later, but I have a better photo of Jillian Hall. Brooke Tessmacher, if I can get it off here. Brooke Tessmacher right there. With the Impact, is that the Impact title or Tag Team title? The Impact title. Yeah, the Impact Women's Championship. Another woman who will show up later, which is a good story. But Sunny, the original diva. Former Impact ring announcer, SoCal Val. Which I really had no interest in this photo, but it came with the pack, so I was like, yeah, shit, why not? And this was, I wouldn't say it was on my hit list, but it was like, oh, it came with the pack, so I'll get it. And that is Melina, but something seems sus about this photo. I don't think this is actually, I think this is a reprint. I think. I can't really tell by the auto, but I think this is a reprint. I'm not 100% though. But the guy I bought it from, he has great reviews in the community on Facebook that we have. So I don't know. And the last one here is somebody I've been wanting on my hit list, and every time I find her, it's either terrible picture, great price, or great picture, horrible price. But this one, from a distance, the photo looks great. But up close, it's like, wow, that picture's really pixelated and everything. But I finally have one of her, and it's from one of her most iconic moments, and that is Gail Kim. Right there. From a distance, it looks fine. But if you get like really close, you can see the pixelation of the photo. But yeah, Gail Kim's been on my hit list there for a while. All right, those are out the way. This next one here is somebody who I love dearly. And I actually got this for free, technically. You know, my 8x10s, the Artist 8x10s, were not selling so well. So I had about 16 of them left. And there's a guy on Facebook that I watch a lot named Chad. And he has like little games that he plays at the Fun House. So he has like Plinko and Deal or No Deal, Lucky Ducks, Spin the Wheel, plus a Fun House auction type of thing. Come check it out. Just look up Chad's Fun House on Facebook if you guys want to come check it out, if you guys are interested in wrestling autographs. So I make frequent appearances on there. He has reviewed my book. He has he has made more money off my autographs than I have at this point. So he had this autograph, but what happened was the person signed it upside down. Like the photo is here, but the autograph is upside down. So I was like, I will give you every last one of my 8x10s for your games for that photo. And he was like, I'll let you know, which meant probably no. So I went ahead and threw in an 8.5x11 of Lex Luger, which I got in a mystery pack a long time ago. And he was like, okay, done. And it's a great photo of it, so I got Lacey Evans right there. See how the autograph is upside down? Which is kind of unique in a way. But most collectors don't really want their autograph upside down. But still, it's Lacey Evans on a sweet poster here. Not poster, but 8.5x11. She can do it, you nasties. Right there. So that's pretty cool. And speaking of the Funhouse, a lot of weird stuff can happen in the Funhouse. A lot of bad stuff can happen in the Funhouse. The Funhouse can become a sad house real quick. And your piece can get taken away because what it is, you can bid on the top 3 spots, essentially 6 spots, because there can be 2 people a spot. And I saw this piece I wanted because, you know, one of my gimmicks in some of the rooms is to be like a major mark for Virgil. And but this piece actually looked pretty cool, and I was like, I'm gonna get this piece, but it was taken out from under me before I can get it. One of the guys in the room, who I've seen in the rooms, but like I don't really converse with him that much or anything like that. He was like, buy that for Will and send it to him on me. And I was like, who the fuck am I? You know? I was like, I'm the ArtistVersion1, baby. That's why. No, I didn't really say all that, but I told him thank you, and he sent me a spotlight picture of Virgil right there with the $1 Million Championship. It even has the $1 Million Champ inscription on it, which is the main reason I wanted it, because it had the $1 Million Champ inscription on it right there. So I thought that was a pretty cool picture, and I got it for free. So the guy sent it to me, so I thought it was a pretty cool picture there. This next one, listen, oh my god, I so fucking overpaid for this picture. And I'll probably send this video to you. So Chad, if you're watching, it's nothing against you, but like I severely fucking overpaid for this picture. Considering that I just picked up one for like 70% off this price, so I mainly paid like $40 more for like the JSA authentication. But it was a Funhouse round, so you're picking your spots and everything. So I just got in just to get in. At first, I didn't really want it, but then I was like, fuck it, go for it, you know. But it's JSA authenticated, and that is Mercedes Martinez, right there. And it is JSA authenticated. It does come with the card there. I just thought she was really cute, you know, really cute. And later on that night, I was bidding on a Zeta Zhang, because the photo that she has floating around of her for autographs is really cute. You know, I don't really know much of her work or anything. I just think she's a really cute girl, you know. But again, somebody took it from me, which I'm just like, really? He's shown this photo 47 times and nobody took it, but the one night I bid on it is the night somebody wants it. Great, awesome. So everybody was expecting me to pass on the round. So they're like, oh, okay, it's Will's turn. I guess he's going to pass. And I was like, you know what? Fuck your pass. I'm going to buy something. So I bought this just to smite everybody. You know, just out of spite. I didn't really want it. It's kind of somebody on my hit list. Like, I have a hit list and I have like a secondary list where, like, if I find these people, I'll get them. So, like, yes, she was on there. But, you know, the fact that I was going to pass. But the fact that everybody was like, oh, okay, artist is going to pass. And I was like, fuck your pass. You know, so I went ahead and bought Taya Valkyrie. Because I have been kind of wanting a Taya Valkyrie, but every time I find, again, it's kind of like great picture, horrible price or bad picture, great price, you know? And I kind of thought this was the best of both worlds because it was only 15 bucks there, you know? So I got Mercedes Martinez, JSA authenticated with the card. The card's on the back there. And Taya Valkyrie when she was Impact Women's Champion. And speaking of Impact, again, this was another one that, like, it wasn't on my hit list, but, like, I'm like, if it pops up ever, I wouldn't mind having one. And I was always kind of a fan of hers. And this is an original promo of her, and that is Madison Rain right there. I always kind of like Madison Rain. You know, she's one of the ones that, like, now she's retired, I really miss her, you know. So Madison Rain right there. All right. But yeah, it's a great photo of her. I like her with the dark hair and everything. Great photo. This one right here, he's probably one of my favorites on the roster right now. I really wish they'd do more with him than what they're doing with right now. I mean, good that he's getting TV time, doing what he's doing. But I think with the character he's got going and what he's capable of now, I really think that he could be a big star. Him as a face kind of just blows my mind because I really didn't see this character taking off as a face, but hey, it's working. But I got him, and that is Dexter Lumis right there. And he has a very unique signature right there. But I really like this photo right there, him crawling into the ring right there. But yeah, Dexter Lumis, one of my favorites right now. This one here I got for $5. It wasn't the photo that I wanted. But I went ahead and got it. It's not dual signed, but it's just signed by one of the guys here. And it is Curry Man. Right there. He's hot. He's spicy. He tastes great. He's Curry Man. I always kind of liked Curry Man when he was in TNA. So he's also, you know, with Bryan Danielson, as you see. But it's only signed by Curry Man. So most of these, a lot of these come from Chad here. But I do have some other ones floating around from other people. Yeah, a couple other ones floating from other people, but mainly from Chad here. That's who I mainly buy from now. The first one here, he couldn't get rid of it at one point. So he was like, all right, whoever wants it for $7 can have it. So I was like, $7? I'll take him. I enjoy watching his stuff on YouTube because he has a YouTube channel. He's very entertaining because he stays in character. And that is Danhausen. Right there, Danhausen. Oh, yes, very nice, very evil. I don't know why he's Canadian, but whatever. But very nice, very evil. And something, I don't know if he wants me to reveal, but I'm going to reveal it anyway. But Chad buys a lot of bulk. You know, so like if like X wrestler does a signing, he'll buy like, you know, 700 of them. Not really 700, but a large amount. So he told me that he was buying a large amount of this person. And I was like, you know, good for him. Didn't really care. Not like, hey, fuck you, I don't care, Chad. But like, you know, I was like, okay, I don't really care for this person that much to buy their autograph. But then I saw the photo. You know, he had like different photos of her, and I saw this one. I was like, I gotta have that in my life. You know, and it's a great photo of her. Former WWE superstar and Impact superstar Christy Hemme. And look at the photo. Look at that. How could you not want that? You know, I'm not even a huge Christy Hemme fan. But that photo right there, I was like, I gotta have this one in my life. I mean, he had like 6 others to choose from, but this is the only one that I was like, I gotta have this one. You know, and I paid a large amount for this. A large amount to me, you know, but maybe not to other people. To other people, it's a drop in the bucket. But for me, I was just like, wow, okay, I paid a lot for it. Speaking of paying a lot for shit, one thing about the Funhouse, I gotta let you guys know before you go over there. Don't try and back out of a deal, because he ain't gonna let you. That's probably one thing that I would probably criticize about it, because like other auctions, like signed by superstars, like sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll buy that, and then like I'll check out funds and everything like that. I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't buy that. And then like I'll message Rob from Signed by Superstars. I'm like, hey man, I know I said I'd buy that, but like, hey, my funds are this and that. Like I'm gonna pass on it. And he's like, shit, no problem. So I bought this right here. And they had a Lacey Evans up. And I was like, oh shit, I want that Lacey Evans. But it wasn't a good Lacey Evans. So then it throws this photo up, which I was like, fucking A. In fact, let me get the other photo for this so I can tell you guys the whole story with this. Where's the other ones? There it is. Okay. There it is. All right. So everyone thought I was going to buy this Lacey Evans, you know? So it was my turn to pick because I had like second in the funhouse. Excuse me. So I was like, swerve, I'm buying this Charlotte. And this is like NXT Charlotte. And what's really cool about this here, it's not certified, but if you look real closely, there's the signature in gold. And if you look on her stomach here, right there's like a mark from when she apparently lifted the pin or something, or a marker, and accidentally scratched her own stomach, which I thought was really cool, because then you can actually tell it was actually signed on paper. It's not a reprint, anything like that, which I thought was really cool. So I was like, dope. All right, I got Charlotte. I'm good. I'm out. Then he replaces that Charlotte, because I say Charlotte done. That's it. He replaces that Charlotte with something else. And I was just like, fuck, I want that. You know? So I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and snipe that. So I sniped it, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, man, instead of the Charlotte, I kind of want these 2 items instead. You know, cool. He was like, no. Fucking no. We're not doing that. I was like, okay, that would probably be my only criticism about the funhouse, but, you know, whatever. But I did end up getting this. Another Lacey Evans. This is her photo from the Mae Young Classic right there. And along with her, I was able to get, speaking of Dexter Lumis, I was able to get his kayfabe wife there, Indy Hartwell. JSA certed. I believe there's a card with that one. Is there a card with this? There is a card. Yes. But yeah, Indy Hartwell right there. But I love this Lacey Evans right here. Good one. So yeah, don't try and back out of a deal if you go to the funhouse. You ain't gonna be able to, unless you just stop responding to messages that get you blocked. Now this next one here, I thought was really cool. It got to the point where like it bothered me so much that I eventually unfriended the person on Facebook and all this shit. But I went to this one guy's room, and he was having a trivia contest for, like, if you answer this trivia question or whatever fucking question he asked, you fill in, you win. You win a prize. So I thought. So I won, and I won this right here, which I thought was really cool. It is a Virgil signed fake $100 bill, which I was like, that's really cool. All right, I won that. Hey, awesome. They had audacity to message me and say, hey, you got to pay $4 shipping on that. Okay. All right. I was like, okay, you're making me pay for something that I won, but all right, whatever. So I went in and sent the $4 shipping, because $4 fucking whatever. How this is $4 a ship, I'll never know. But I'll tell you right now, it's not $4 a ship, because I get the envelope in the mail and it says right there on the fucking package, postage, 51 cents. Yeah. Needless to say, I don't go there anymore because I was pissed. And on the back of this, believe it or not, I had one of these before on the back, not this, but on the back, I had one of these before and I lost it. Thankfully, I was able to find another one on eBay, and that is the Lacey Evans dollar right there. So signed, this is one of the ones that she shot out of her money cannon when she debuted, her pay-per-view debut, well, her wrestling pay-per-view debut, I should say, at Money in the Bank a couple of years ago at 2019. So I did have one of these, and somehow I lost it, but I was able to get another one. So next up here, we saw her earlier, and this one is actually addressed to me because she was on Signed by Superstars for no shit 8 hours. That is not an exaggeration of time. She was on for 8 hours, and it was a great show, and I even have video of her signing it for me, and that is Sunny. And it says, to artist, I know I want you, Sunny. And if you look at the video of her signing it, I mean, she looks pissed off signing it, but at that point, she had been live for fucking 8 hours. Like, I didn't get one early. But yeah, Sunny, right there, I got a Sunny one. Because it was a great show. That's the only reason I bought one, because I was having such a great time. She was answering people like me, you know. She was, like, I would ask her a question and be like, oh, no, Will, I've done this and that. Like, I think I asked her, like, were you noticed in prison? And she was like, oh, yeah, like, no, the girls didn't notice me, but the prison guards did, and blah, blah, blah. You know, she was real cool to hang out with in a virtual setting. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy one. And plus, she signed it to artists, which is really cool. Another one of the guys who come into the funhouse there, real cool guy. He has, like, no shit, he's won 4 of my 8x10s playing the games there. So he usually buys a lot of the games, so he'll buy like 10 games of Plinko. So one night he gave me a free wheel spin, and I won this, and that was a free Terry Reynolds. I'm not big on Terry Reynolds, but hey, a free Terry Reynolds is a free Terry Reynolds, you know, and I will take it, you know. And on the back of Terry Reynolds here is somebody who's been on my hit list. I sent Chad Chad is the only one who got a free copy of the limited edition, second edition of my book. He's the only one that got one. He said he wanted to read it, and I really didn't want to give out any free copies of that because it's limited to 20. But seeing how it's selling so well, I was like, I think I can give one up. So he had an autograph up on the show, and I've seen this autograph go for anywhere from $1 to $5. You know, and he had it for 15, and I was just like, are you fucking high? Like, no, I'm not paying that. And he was like, all right, fair enough, you know, differences of opinion, you know, every vendor has different prices and shit. But I messaged him after the show, and I was just like, dude, let me buy that auto for 10 instead of 15, you know? And he was like, I can't do it for 10, dude, you know? And I'm just like, dude, really, you're going to let this go for $5? Like, really? So I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. Well, in return of my book, he went ahead and gave me the autograph for free, and that is Kwee-Wee. Right there, Kwee-Wee, a.k.a. Alan Funk. Yes, I was a big Kwee-Wee fan back in the day. The Kwee-Wee is all man. Big fan of Kwee-Wee. So he went ahead and threw this in for me giving him a copy of the book, which is really funny because on the back of the book I wrote, I expected Tessa Blanchard for this hookup, but I'll take a Kwee-Wee, which is, I mean, if you really think about it, it's a real downgrade from Tessa Blanchard. But, Kwee-Wee, come on. One night he was having some mega deals. Isn't there 3 of them in here? I forgot. Is there 3 in here? No. He was having some mega deals, and this is an announcer. And I really like his work. When he started on 205 Live, then he eventually worked his way up to Monday Night Raw. And I really liked his work on Monday Night Raw. Then they removed him from Raw. Then they threw him back on NXT. But I got Vic Joseph. Here, Vic Joseph. Excuse me. But yeah, Vic Joseph. I got it for $5. So like Vic Joseph. That's not a bad deal for Vic Joseph. Next up here is a tag team that I really, really enjoy. I really like this tag team. Damn shame when they made it to the main roster. It didn't go as planned. But I believe I've shown this guy before. But it is Simon Gotch. And this is the WWE 2K16 edit. Right there, Simon Gotch with the mustache there. And also on the back, I got his tag team partner there. I forgot how much I got Aiden English for, but it was very cheap. But Aiden English's signature is very, like, I don't know how he came up with that, but it's like, you know, whatever. But I got both the vaudevillains there. Next one is another one that's personalized to me. And again, I have video of it. But I wasn't there to see it live. I was actually at work, and I had to come back and watch it live, which was really cool. But I actually got this right here. It is to my Widow's Peak Freak artist, Victoria. Right there. This was like, they had like many different pictures to choose from Victoria, but this was probably the best one they had. But yeah, I wanted to say to my favorite Widow's Peak Freak, but they only let you put like 30 characters. So that was kind of disappointing. But I actually had like to my Widow Peak Freak artist because it wouldn't let me put widows. But in the video, she's just like, I'm going to put widows because that's actually the name of the move. Is that okay? I wasn't there to confirm it, but they went ahead and put it on there for me. So, and didn't charge me extra for the, because they said over 30 characters cost extra. So they didn't charge me extra for that. So Victoria was nice on that. So this next one here has a cool little story with it. I was watching, I'm not going to name them because I don't like the way they did their shipping. I don't like the way they shipped it, and I'll never buy from them again. But they had this guy on, and he's a current AEW superstar. And I didn't even know they were going to have him on. I was just scrolling one night on Facebook, and I was like, oh, shit, he's here. I start watching, and he's a very charismatic guy. He's a very funny dude, you know? Like, he kept touching the fucking markers and shit. And I made a joke saying, like, whenever Blank touches the pens and shit, take a drink. And it got to the point where he goes to touch the pens. He's like, nope, you're not going to take a drink. It got to that point. He was very funny. And apparently he used to be in NXT, and he talked about how all, like, debut promos are the same. Like, hey, I'm here to dominate, and blah, 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 blah. So he wanted to make his NXT promo, like, very awkward. So his promo was like, hi, my name is Nick, and my favorite color is blue, and I like milkshakes. And after the show tonight, I'm going to go to Whataburger and get one. And the crowd popped for it. And, like, I just thought that was hysterical because I couldn't imagine being there and seeing that promo. And just somebody's like, I like milkshakes. So I thought that was hysterical. You know, plus, like, all the other times he was making me laugh. So I went ahead and bought one from him. And that is AEW superstar Nick Camarado. And I even had him sign it to artists. I like milkshakes. But Nick Camarado is a beast in AEW. I really think he could be a big star. But I like that he signed it. I like milkshakes. I asked him to do it, but it was still cool. And on the back of him there, I didn't even know he had autographs with this persona. When I saw this, I can't remember where I got it. I want to say I got it at Chad's Funhouse. Is there a COA or anything? No. I'm pretty sure I got it at Chad's because a lot of this shit came from Chad's. But when I saw it, I was like, I gotta have it, you know. So I went ahead and got it. I think I was I at the top of the mountain for that? No, I doubt it. I'm never at the top of the mountain. I'm always at the bottom because I always try and get the cheapest price possible. But it is Pirate Paul Burchill, the gimmick that could have been huge, but because Vince McMahon never saw Pirates of the Caribbean, it got canceled right there. But yeah, Pirate Paul Burchill, not just Paul Burchill. Pirate Paul Burchill. Can you believe that shit? Look at that. Great deal. I think I got it for like $12. And, of course, we have one from Sky High Memorabilia and Signatures. Go check out Dan Sky on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever you listen to music from, because he has some great tunes. But he had this one night, and he was kind of striking out in sales. Nobody was buying anything. So he kind of threw this up. He's like, usually this is a $60 piece, but you know what? I'm going to sell it for $30. And I was like, sold! And that was Charlotte Flair. Right there. That's a great shot of her holding up the Raw Women's Championship, or at the time, WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 32. Right there. But yeah, great shot there. Got it for a good price, too. This next one here, I actually bought a piece from this guy, and the piece never showed up. So he was like, well, hey, go to my claim sale right now, and you pick out a piece that's this much, and I'll send it to you. And I was like, okay, so I found one. Plus, I found one, and I was like, hey, I'm going to throw you $6 too for this one. He's like, done. And the first one being Adam Rose. I was always a big Adam Rose fan. The theme music was hot. Come on. Again, this could have been WWE's next John Cena. I'm just saying. And the one that he replaced the piece with, which, I mean, it kind of worked out because I kind of like this piece better. And that is, of course, another Tessa Blanchard. Like, I need another Tessa Blanchard. But there we go. And this is her holding the Shimmer Tag Team Championship. And I mainly got it because it has the 3G inscription there. I haven't seen a lot with the 3G inscriptions. So, good pickup there. This is another one that's been on my hit list. And I'm glad that I found it because normally when you find her, she's signed with somebody else. So the fact that I found her by herself was a great deal. And I think, I wouldn't say I paid an arm and a leg for it, but I paid, I think I paid a little under for it, as a matter of fact, because the two of them together usually go for about 80 on the high end. So separate, I paid about 35 for this one. So I got it for a good deal. But somebody had it online, and I was like, I got to get this. And that is Billy Kay. Billy Kay. And it says, love Billy Kay right there. I've said before, don't get me wrong, I love me some Tessa Blanchard. I love my Lacey Evans. I love Charlotte Flair. But I just wish there was a genetic way that we could figure out to plant a whole fucking field of Billy Kays. We need to figure that out. Science, figure that out. And then on the back of her is, again, people throw up their own auctions and sales and stuff in the group, sent them in. And somebody put this up for like $4. And then with the shipping, I got it for like $9. So I was like, okay, sold. I like her. And that is Jillian Hall. We saw her earlier. This is not an original promo. This is a copy. But Jillian Hall. I always like Jillian. And for this last one here, last few here, Again, the same guy that I bought this from, named Ed, great guy. He has like a wheel game himself, and I spun the wheel one night, and I landed on their like one of their big prizes, which was a triple signed 11 by 14 or 11 by 17 Mick Foley, and it signed Dude Love, Cactus Jack, Mankind, all that shit. So I won that, but I really had no use for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Mankind and I like Mick Foley and all them, but like it's not really something I want in my collection. So I knew I was going to use it as trade bait, and I've been really wanting this Alexa Bliss photo. And I tried trading for it, but nobody was really biting on it, which I can understand why. On Alexa Bliss or Mick Foley, I can see why. But there's been a #1 fucking piece on my hit list that like every time I go into the rooms, I'm like, do you have this guy? They're like, no, no. So I'm like, son of a bitch, you know? So I asked Chad. I was like, Chad, what if I trade you this piece right here, this Mick Foley piece, for this guy and a Nia Jax? Would you take that deal? And he was like, yeah, just let me get the pieces and I'll take that deal. I was like, cool, cool. So I'm waiting a little bit longer, and he goes live one night, and he puts up a piece that doesn't sell, and I was like, I got to have that piece. So I was like, you know what, I got to rework that deal. So I was like, all right, instead of the Nia Jax, give me the piece that you bought and this piece right here, and we'll call it a deal. He was like, done. So the piece that didn't sell was Lacey Evans, which you probably saw at the beginning of the video. And that is a great Lacey Evans. Look at the legs. Look at, oh, mama. Oh, look at that. That's a great photo of her. And the #1 piece that's been on my hit list, and I'm glad I finally got it. I don't have to track it down anymore. The Velveteen Dream. You guys probably see him in the back of my lives all the time now. That big cardboard cutout of Velveteen Dream. Right there. But there he is, the Velveteen Dream. JSA authenticated with card. And this is actually different because his signature is usually just the V, but he actually adds a D on this one right here. And to prove that, shortly after I made this trade, there was somebody on one of the groups selling some signatures, and they were actually selling this for only $10. I went ahead and got this too, and that is a Velveteen Dream card with t-shirt relic, and it has the V right there. So I have 2 Velveteen Dreams now, right there. So, all right, that's everything here I have to show you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this autograph update there. I actually do have a couple more coming, believe it or not. Not a lot, but a couple more. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Remember, check out all of our sponsors in the description down below. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You guys want to request any type of video, fund the video, more card breaks. $36 will get you a Saved by the Bell college years card break if you guys are interested in that. Amazon wishlist, you want something unboxed or anything like that, let me know. So until next time, guys, I am the ArtistVersion1, and remember, be breezy.